Yeah. So you just said you get to be the client today.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So let's just check in with how that's feeling with the location where you're sitting, because we were just tweaking that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for volunteering. And this is something I would like to give to the people who have subscribed to me on the YouTube channel. Looks like they are wanting more. My sense is it'd be good to post a few more videos. So I really appreciate your volunteering. And basically what I'm just going to be doing is doing what I call somatic attachment therapy. And I'm going to be, as much as possible, tracking moment to moment what's happening with you while you're in mindfulness. And I don't know if that's a concept that's familiar to you. It probably is. It's pretty well known. And I don't know if you use it in your own work. Do you use it in your own work? Okay, so you know what that state feels like, where we can really pay attention to everything that's happening and get information we don't get from words as much, when we can get it from words. But yeah, so if you're comfortable, we'll just go ahead and start. And anytime you have a question, you can stop me. But I imagine it'll flow pretty easily.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, I can see you're listening intently, and there's kind of a little bit of a drop in just then. Is that right? Yeah. So I can start tracking you right now, because I notice things are happening. Just a deep breath. Or you can tell me if there's something particular you want to work on. Ooh, yeah. A big yawn, letting go of some energy there. Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I can really see this. There's quite a bit you're holding right now. Hmm. It seems like your body's just kind of wanting to discharge a little bit. Does that feel right?
Yeah. Seems
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Well, is it okay just to let that happen? Whatever your body wants to do. Yeah.
Totally. You got my watch.
Yeah. Big yawn, and then you keep touching your face or your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep feels like there's something clouding my vision, but there's not.
It feels like there is, but there physically isn't. It's just kind of a sensation.
Felt like it.
Yeah. Did you want to stay with that? Explore that? Yeah. We'll see if it goes anywhere. If you want to, just sort of bring your attention to that. So it looked like you were holding up your left hand onto your left eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
You kept kind of rubbing it.
Yeah.
Your face is kind of, yeah. Whew. Yeah.
It feels better for some reason.
That felt better. There's something about actually touching the eye and then moving around that kind of settled you a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel more like grounded and feel like I guess some of the energy left, and I feel more.
Yeah, a little more grounded. Yeah. And how do you notice that in your body? How do you notice that you feel more grounded?
I think my legs and my feet that are touching the floor, they feel solid. And I feel like I'm sitting square.
Mm-hmm.
And um, whereas before I just felt like there was movement, like there needed to be movement. And so, and I could, yeah, I feel like I can look straight more easily. I don't feel like I need
Yeah.
to avert my gaze or something.
Okay. So in a way, it feels more comfortable looking at me. Is that what you're saying?
I suppose so.
You
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're in front of me, so.
well, no, I want to be clear about that. You said avert your gaze.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I
Was
guess
that,
so.
is
Yeah,
that,
I guess I'm like processing. I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is that a surprise or,
a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is something coming up for you now as you
Uh,
notice that?
just I'm. I don't see myself as somebody who feels the need to avert my gaze, but everybody needs to avert their gaze at some point or another. That's totally fine. So, anyways, I'm just processing that.
Yeah. So some thoughts are coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder if this would be a good time to just let yourself go inside, if that feels comfortable.
Sure.
Yeah. And I say that so we can track more moment to moment what's happening with you, but also aware that there's still quite a bit of energy happening in you, even though you feel more grounded. Yeah. So as you go inside and get in touch with whatever sensations are there, possible feelings, images.
So I was aware of my heartbeat and that uh, rhythm and experience of having it beat in my body and in my chest and in my belly, and feeling my belly more intently, distinctly.
Uh-huh.
Um, just feeling like a fullness, even though I'm not like full, but just feeling like a full.
Yeah. So as you said that, you were kind of gesturing here, you can feel your heart beating. And then you move down to the fullness in your belly and you kind of went like this to show me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's that gesture. We'll try doing that gesture again and feeling that fullness in your belly and just notice what might come up, what's there right now.
Well, the um, I guess as I do this, I just feel my awareness comes to the contact of my hands on one another, and like feels supportive or comforting, something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. So you feel the contact and that feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
go ahead and feel the contact and
Mm-hmm.
let yourself feel how good that is. Maybe you feel some warmth on one hand, on the other. Certain kind of.
You know, it it it's what comes up, so I'm going to share it. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
So, I've got this thing where I've got different blood flow on different parts of my body at different parts of the time. I think it's an autoimmune thing. I'm not sure. Um, and so one of my hands is like cold, and the other one's maybe a little less cold. But just feeling that and aware of that.
Yeah, aware of something in your body, the autoimmune
Yeah,
condition you have that creates different temperatures.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And how is that for you to come into contact with that?
It's not pleasant.
It's not pleasant.
No.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to move away from that, given that it's not pleasant? I could ask you to find another a part of your body that's feeling really good right now?
We can.
Yeah.
I'm open.
Does that feel right? Yeah, we can. I'm not sure that you're there with me.
Yeah. um, I'm not particularly drawn to,
You're not
but
particularly drawn, okay, to going into a part of your body that feels good.
yeah, but I'm open to.
Okay. Well, I want to follow you, and not be making suggestions for you, because this is
Okay.
all about understanding what happens for you organically in your own body, you know. So I'm just curious, after you went through that dialogue,
Yep.
yeah, what do you notice? What's happening with you
Yeah.
now?
I guess feeling and I feel emotion come up actually. Um,
Is it okay to stay with that emotion?
just I guess in life there is so much of people pushing their agenda or what they want. And so even just that simple, maybe you wanted me to go to a resource in my body. And I was like, I didn't really want to go there, but I'm willing to, I'm always willing to, but so then you say, you know what? No, like I want to be essentially.
Yeah, it's important. It's important to know that I wanted to hear what was up for you. And there's emotion that goes along with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So deep breath and some dropping of your shoulders. Yeah. So there's some tears there.
Uh,
Yeah. Do you feel okay staying with the tears, or
sure.
again, this is totally up to you?
I think they feel a little bit gone, but a little bit remnant.
So they went away somewhat, but there's a little bit still there.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah. So let's just kind of notice the change from having had some tears to them kind of gone away somewhat, and just see what's happening right now.
Feel a little, I think just from I guess the tears, the energy discharge, just feeling a little more tired or
Feel
at
tireder.
ease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Is it
present.
tired but present? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it an unpleasant feeling, the tiredness? No,
No.
it's okay.
No.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's let's just stay there if you want, and see what wants to come up. Let's just notice what you've been through. The grounding that you went through, a lot of energy, and then you grounded, and then we went to a place of noticing the differences in your body temperature from the condition, and then I suggested a resource, and it wasn't really what you wanted, and which I'd say maybe you were touched by.
Yeah.
Does that feel right? Touched.
Yeah. Yeah.
by being offered the opportunity to not be pushed. It's your agenda. Yeah. And so emotion came up.
Yeah, it feels good.
It feels good.
Even like, I guess I'm just living out loud, right?
Yeah.
With you in this. So it just like you providing that little summary, I'm like, I just went on a little journey again. I was like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of words taking us through the journey. And how did that feel?
Yeah, it feels like, oh, that was pleasant. That was a pleasant journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So just, if it's okay, if you want to, just stay with that pleasant feeling
Mm-hmm.
and notice how it shows up in your body. Yeah.
I just feel just warm. Just feel cared for.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that brings up more emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So more emotion has come up. That feeling of being cared for.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that you looked away, but you really looked at me quite directly and a little bit intensely as you said that. I feel right? Yeah.
I can't remember.
You can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something happened that tell me about not remembering.
I guess I just wasn't aware of where my eyes were or
Yeah.
what I was exactly doing, but
Yeah.
just feeling it more so than observing it.
Yeah. That feeling of being cared for seems important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah.
does. It's so simple, but
Mm.
necessary.
Yeah. So I wonder, as we have that here between us, that necessary feeling of being cared for, is there a memory or an image that comes up with that for you?
So usually when people suggest that, there's usually no memories or things that come up, but for some reason, I can feel, I could see and feel just a memory of being an infant in my mom's arms, wrapped up in a towel after a shower, and her delighting in me, just as my wife delights in our baby, and just um, yeah.
Wow. What a beautiful image. I mean, I felt moved and touched to hear it. So what happens as you kind of see yourself as that baby being held in a towel and being delighted in?
It's very, I want to say it's confusing. It doesn't sound confusing, but it's very mixed. It's very good. There's
Mm-hmm.
not. I want to say that there's nothing better. And it's always, it's always tainted I don't even know, want to say tainted because that's a negative connotation, but and there's always this mix of grief in there as well because my mom's not here anymore, and so there's that feeling of longing for connection with, and at the same time, in a way, feeling it through that memory.
Yeah. You just did a beautiful gesture, holding both, right? Is it okay to go with that gesture a little bit and notice what happens? It's like something else is coming up.
Same stuff, just feeling it. Yeah.
You might have lost it.
It's actually just like I don't feel like I've lost it, but I feel I don't know, just in these. I guess it feels I'm seeing the analogy of like two ships passing in the night, and then meeting in the middle, and I guess a connection point there in the middle. So yeah.
Seems like there's a lot going on, Jeremy. As you're talking, you're telling me these things, but I sense that the emotion is quite strong.
Yeah, in some moments it is very strong, and then it kind of subsides like it has right now.
Okay.
But still.
So is it like a wave that comes through and then subsides?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a wave of that ship's passing in the night, but there's still connection, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It holds both that memory
Mm-hmm.
and the yearning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's happening with the wave now?
Just feeling that, and just feeling the two.
Big breath.
It's in some way it feels good to touch into, to feel this part of me.
Yes.
Because to me it's very sacred. It's something that doesn't come up very often.
That's really special.
Yeah.
So just let yourself feel the good feeling, Jeremy. And the sacredness.
Felt a little dissociative for a second.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to tell you, I keep moving my camera because I keep seeing myself off center. So saying it to you and saying it to whoever else might be watching, but there's something not quite influence of technology. This might be better. Yeah. So you just said that you dissociated a little bit, you think, and then we had a moment of, kind of coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So there was something important about dissociating, right? In that moment. So let's go ahead and let yourself go there. I don't know if you're still there.
It just, uh, I guess, it just felt like it was not consciously, but obviously my body felt like it was too much. Um,
Too much. Yeah.
and I noticed that I crossed my legs. And I'm like, I
Okay.
don't know if the camera can see
I
this or
can't.
not,
I
but
can't see it.
you
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
No, I can't. But well, thank you for telling me. So there's a crossing of the
Yeah.
legs. I can't see. But it's also a realization that maybe it was a little too much. And there's this wise part of you coming up. And that feel right? There's a wise
Yeah, I
part?
guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could go with it being a wise part, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Another deep discharging breath right there. Yeah. So I'm aware that there's a sense of you having told me information that's very special. You use the word sacred just to come up a lot, and and then there was a dissociation of a sort. So I want to respect the wisdom of your body that maybe says this is a little too much. Does that feel right to you? Yeah, you're nodding. Yeah. Okay. So if you haven't already pulled back from what we were doing, go ahead and let yourself dial it back a little bit.
I've already gone back in.
Okay.
I was out and now I'm back in.
Oh, you're out and back in. Yeah. Yeah. You're back into those feelings again?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Do you think, I wonder if there's something about doing this with me or just with another person, and when I contact it, it's something happens, and then when suggest you move away, you go back in. Does that
I
feel?
think that I see why you say that, and it feels like my experience is a little bit faster than what you're reporting or
Oh,
something.
great.
So it's like it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. There's a
So
lot
it's
more.
like, yeah, I did. I did. I came back and out, and then I was already like, I mean, we're talking about seconds here.
Yeah,
Like, we're not talking about a lot of time. So,
yeah.
and then I'm like, I'm already back in. Then you're there. So, yeah,
I so appreciate you telling me this. It sounds like I'm actually missing some information. I'm missing things that are going on with you because it's happening very fast.
it's fast. It's
Yeah.
fast.
Do you want to stay with keeping it fast, or do you want to slow it down?
I'm just. This is just whatever is naturally happening. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just. I'm just gonna go with whatever it is.
We we could slow it down and so I could
Okay.
have more information, but again, this is up
Okay.
to you. Um,
No, I'm okay with that. I'm like totally okay with that.
okay.
Yeah.
So let's see if we
So
can
fine.
find a way to slow down the experience inside of you. And as you're going through the wave,
Mhm.
I'll try to track you because it might be more physical and but just
Mhm.
let me know what's happening. Like even now as I'm talking, I'm thinking maybe there's something stuff happening. So I need to
I
be more
feel
quiet.
very. As you're talking, I feel very like present time with you.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So just notice right now in this very moment what's going on.
Well, I guess I'm. I don't know if this is what you're looking for or not, but I'm appreciating the interchange.
Uh-huh.
Uh, um, I'm just appreciating it.
Yeah. And okay, so they're slowing it down even further. How do you know you appreciate it? How do you feel that in your body?
I guess I feel a smile,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like almost. And this isn't a body sensation, but well, I mean, you could tease it into being one, but like it's almost like it kind of feels fun in a way.
Because it's fun.
Well,
Uh-huh.
in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels fun to
It's
me.
almost like, and this is like totally funny and silly, but like it almost feels like we're trying to get on the same, and we're like it's just off, but then there's moments of like totally together, and so it's almost like two kids playing with one another.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like in this moment.
How delightful. Really delightful. Yeah. And I love that we're kind of off and then we're
Mm,
together, kind of off.
uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
this gesture had, I noticed this. Does this have any meaning for you? I mean, do you want to stay with it? Kind of being off
Um,
and me together.
yeah, there's like the um um
Like that was swinging energy.
yeah, I think that was like that's where the playfulness came in, or the
Yeah.
like as kids playing or something. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, just feeling that
That playfulness.
playful energy, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. 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 A little bit of a settling now. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate you keep checking in with me. You kind of go inside a little bit and then you look back up.
Hmm. Hmm.
Do you have a reaction to that when I said that?
So I I largely, I think I see the world largely through this like attachment focus, right? And so like just coming from being a therapist and knowing that that's like how you work as well. And so so those are maybe factors of why I'm thinking these thoughts, but thinking like, oh, that sounds like a little kid who's like we were just talking about playing. He's playing and then checking back in with mom.
Uh-huh. So like there were those
Which is really
spots?
weird to say
Uh-huh.
because I literally just met you. And to refer to you as a mother figure feels very weird, especially talking about, I was just talking about my mom.
Yeah.
So, anyways, just strange.
Yeah. Your mom being delighted in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're putting a lot of things together in your mind. And is there a feeling and a sensation that goes along with any of that? Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I feel like I'm halfway present, halfway thinking about my mom, but it's not solid enough. So I'm in between right now.
Hmm. Okay, so you're kind of between the two. And I just want to bring up something I think I dropped, but you did say it feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that's still there for you and if we need to move back a little bit.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Okay.
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 Mm. So I noticed when you said that, it was like um, I was genuinely like checking in and be like, no, that's okay. It's past, or it's like that's. And then there was this thought of I don't want there to be a moving away.
Ah, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that feels important. That when I said, let's move away, that didn't feel right to you.
Yeah, it was
You
like
did that.
I don't want to have less, uh, I guess less contact.
Yeah. The contact is feeling right to you.
And again, it feels weird because we just met. So
There's something about having just met. It sounds like the feeling is good. The contact is good, but
yeah,
the context is a little disturbing or uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess because it, like, the feelings are all very, like, personal, and you could say intimate, that personal.
Yeah.
And what we're talking about is very, for me, very personal.
Yeah.
And so, not to, like, totally outside of the realm of possibility for because of who I am, but, like, I don't talk to people that I just met about these things and have these types of experiences all the time. So
Well, my number one priority is for you to feel safe.
yeah,
So I am experiencing you both as having something that feels good, but also there's a little bit around the edges that doesn't quite feel right. Or
yeah,
maybe, yeah, uh-huh.
yeah, and yeah, around that, yeah,
Around that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's somewhere around right around there.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
maybe feels like a little too much. A little too much too soon. And you mentioned something too much before, early on in the session.
yeah.
So,
I think I would say it's because I wouldn't change anything. I would
mhm.
say that I wouldn't change anything, and it's like just like getting used to maybe, or it's like maybe my system trying to acclimate.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, let's just track both. You wouldn't change anything,
mm,
and then your system trying to acclimate.
yes,
So both are there. You wouldn't
yep,
change anything,
correct.
and your system trying to acclimate. Right.
Yeah,
And I get that. So those gestures are important, and if you're open to the experiment of just going back and forth between those two
yeah.
and noticing what happens. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of breath with that one.
Mm.
Yeah. What did you notice?
Um, the word falls short, but I want to say acetylene, but it's um, I lost it a little bit, but it wasn't just acetylene. Like, oh, that's acetylene in somebody's body, but it felt like there was I wouldn't change anything, and my body's just trying to adjust to this.
Yeah.
Um, and it kind of it felt like it was like, oh, okay. I don't know if it was just a recognition. I don't know. I don't need to make meaning of it, but it felt like settling. Like, okay, it's okay now.
Yeah.
Like there's an acknowledgement or something that allowed me to rest.
There's something about this that I don't know if you said the word acceptance or I said it, or I just coming up with it now. But somehow there was like, oh, this is okay. I'm just adjusting to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So how would it be if you said that again, or I can say it with you or not? It's okay. And notice what happens.
Um, it feels better to have the body language. I mean, but yeah, and it's okay because my body's adjusting to it.
And what happens?
As I'm again aware of the like touch, just as my hands were in the beginning, just like it's almost like the contact, the like, oh, I'm being taken care of. And but this time it feels like I'm taking care of me.
Mm. Wow. Really beautiful. I'm taking care of me.
Not in like a obstinate, like I'm taking care of me, but like a, no, I'm caring for myself.
Yeah, I didn't hear it that way. Like I felt as I heard it as self-love. I'm taking care of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have your hands here, and it's okay that I do this with you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
A little awkward, but it's okay.
It feels good. Okay.
I said a little awkward, but it's okay.
Oh, you said it's a little awkward. Okay. Well, thank you for correcting me. I'm going to drop my hands
Okay.
out.
It's actually, it's okay though. It's
It's
okay. Go
okay. So
ahead.
here we are with both again.
Yeah.
There's the welcoming and the titrating,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So I want please feel into your body and let me know if you want me to do this or not. Because if you
Okay.
don't, if it's not 100% yes, I think I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel totally good either way.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So for the moment, I'm going to keep it down and just notice what that's like to not have me do it,
Okay.
and see if that something comes up around
Feels respected
that. Okay. Okay.
for some reason.
Okay. So I'm just going to stay with that feeling, be respected, and your hands are here.
Mm-hmm.
So can you just let yourself really feel into both of your hands crossing each other? Feel maybe even feel the heartbeat of your right
Mm-hmm.
hand
Yeah, I
over
can
your,
really feel
yeah,
that.
you can really
Yeah.
feel that.
Yeah.
Feel the pressure of your hands on your chest, the differing temperatures perhaps. Those words, I'm taking care of me. So now you shift it to under your armpits.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel super comfortable
A
anymore.
little warmer, more comforting. Is that what
Yeah,
you
it
said?
actually
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and stay with that. Wow. Another deep breath there.
Feels very restful.
Yeah. You look very relaxed, actually. There's a softness to your face. Yeah, just let yourself enjoy that restfulness.
Great.
Something happened. You're on,
Yeah,
you
sorry.
got a text or an email?
There's that emergency alarm that the phones do.
Oh,
So I was hearing it in my phone and then my wife's phone and then her running. So I was like, what's wrong? Okay. It's okay. But it was an emergency alert
yeah.
but it's fine.
Well, I know that
Yes.
there has been an emergency in your life. And so you're vigilant for that, right?
I guess it was more, I guess, like physical safety, like fires or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, two things are happening for me. One is that you were in this really restful place, and
Mm-hmm.
then you got taken out of it
Yeah.
by the environment,
Yeah.
and also that your time, given what's happening, and whether we should think about bringing this to a close. I'm just going to put both those out to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good with whatever.
why don't we, actually, where are you now from having gone into a little bit of alert physiology, coming
Yeah.
back down? How are you, what are you noticing right now?
I feel very like present and partially on alert. Just like, okay, kind of like, yeah, business mode, or like, yeah.
Okay. So there's both the present, but also on alert.
Or alert, on alert,
On alert.
on alert.
On alert.
Yeah, yeah.
And am I not getting it right?
Oh no, sorry. I guess I was hearing on alert.
No, I heard
Okay,
on
yeah,
alert.
on alert.
Okay.
Yep.
We are both dealing with technology. Okay, so does that on alert part need some support right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of breathing out, letting your body settle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That feels a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would it be okay to check in and see where that comforted, restful place feels? See if that's still there. It might not be there anymore.
Feels a little bit too far from here, but it's actually pretty close. Yeah, I do feel that kind of state of relaxation when I come back here. Definitely not as it was where I was felt totally safe, but
Yeah. Yeah.
still feel.
Yeah. So that's just notice you went through that shift of feeling totally safe, and then,
Yeah.
but then being able to settle yourself again enough to get some feeling of this back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Seem to be settling in more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wasn't so pleasant to go from being very, very safe and relaxed to on alert and in flight mode.
Yes.
And now
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a sense you're doing this, but there's also something else that needs to be discharged, and you actually are still discharging it. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I wonder if we've kind of come full circle. We started with
Yeah.
a lot of energy and perhaps you were on alert a little bit when you started. I don't know. Yeah.
Probably to some degree. Yeah.
And then we went through a long journey ending with this profound feeling of safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So as we draw to a close, I'm wondering, of everything we've gone through today, what you want to take with you.
Mm. Yeah. Good question. Well, probably um, the like attunement that I felt and support, but I want to say it's more than it felt like more than support. But I'll say attunement. The attunement that I felt of you wanting to resource me, but then me not feeling like that was what my system needed to do at that moment or wanted to do, and allowing me to go with that and totally like supporting me in that. That really stands out to me, and I feel a little emotional just
Yeah.
naming that again.
Yeah.
And then the startle from the safety and back again, that stands out. Those are probably like the two big emotional experiences and then being with my mom is the third one.
Wow. So there's actually 3 different experiences that really stand out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, shall we have you take them all with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so just see
Yeah.
if you can name where each one lives in your body, where you can anchor them in your
Yeah.
body.
Well, right here is definitely where being with my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually doing it with you now, so let me know if that doesn't. How is
That's
that?
fine.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I want to say in my chest is the attunement that I received from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the flight, I want to say it's like my shoulders up, my shoulders and my head, because I could feel my shoulders like tense and go up
Mm-hmm.
likely, and the tension. So I feel the rest up there, but
You just moved
yeah.
from, you mentioned this is where you're feeling the movement from safety into flight.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went back to the attunement.
Yeah.
And then you went back to your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to take that memory of the safety to flight, or just the cognition of that you know that happened. I'm concerned. I'm wanting,
What's the difference?
because you can take it all, and there's a part of me that has this
Yeah.
intuition of taking what is, but here maybe it's an
Yeah.
agenda of mine to
That's
do
okay. It's okay.
resource,
Yeah. Totally. That's okay.
to take the resourcing parts.
Yeah.
But I can actually, of course, go with this part too, the shoulders going up.
Well, it's not nice, so I'd rather something that's pleasant and regulating.
Yeah,
Resourcing.
yeah. It was
So,
important to go through that experience on some level,
yeah.
the safety to the flight.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was
Yeah,
necessary. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what is sitting with you emotionally, mom,
Yeah.
and the
Mm-hmm.
attunement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So If it's okay with you, just let yourself feel both of those experiences that you want to take with you and their anchors, and feel that where you have anchored them, but also see if you can just let yourself feel it, the experience all over your body, whatever feels comfortable, however much feels comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
It's like I can feel it all throughout my body, and just like a pleasant tingling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So just let yourself feel the tingling, the pleasantness of it. See if the tingling has any other kind of energy. Does it want to do anything, or just tingling feels good?
Mm. Um, I
Uh,
want to go here back in.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I feel like yeah, like hug giving, receiving that hug. So that's what the that's yeah, that's what it'd be.
Yeah. So let's add this in. Sounds like this is here, this is here, this is here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And let's see if you can find a way to memorize this.
Mm.
The
Okay.
experience of all the physical experience, the emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you want to include me in the memory, that's fine. You may not want to, maybe, you know, moving that edge too much. Um,
Yeah.
Go ahead and just let yourself feel it. Find a way to memorize it, like a snapshot if
Mm.
you want, or just a physical
Yeah.
imprint. Yeah. And just imagine taking this with you as you go during the course of your day, sometime in the next 5 hours or so. You can kind of
Mm.
go back to this.
It's like it feels so. It feels very complete.
Yeah.
Like just like the three different parts. The
Yeah.
like this is I'm so well taken care of by others. And my mom's here.
Yeah. There's a lot of emotion there.
And then I forget what I was saying, but essentially, and I'm here too. And I care for myself
Yeah.
as well. It just feels very whole.
Just feel that cool, complete feeling. It seems so neat for me to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for willing to be so open and
Yeah.
hitting places that you didn't expect to hit. Um, and just take a scan and see if there's anything else that you want or need from the situation, from me, from yourself.
Hmm. No, I'm just grateful. Yeah. I'm just grateful.
Okay, I'm going to turn off the recording.
Okay.
Okay. And